Hello, Capricorn. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the assistance and opportunities aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, if you don't know your sun, moon, and rising sign and you require a natal chart analysis or even a tarot reading, you can email me at mentalchattermusings@gmail.com, or you can Facebook Messenger me. Either way, I'm available. Now, this month's newsletter highlights none other than creative genius and Essence bestselling author Tashonda Whitaker in her latest novel, Role Play. I implore you to tap into the audio, ebook version, or paperback of Roleplay and take a look at the sneak peeks inside of this month's newsletter. There's one for you to read and one for you to listen to. So take those in before taking in the full Monty. Read and review. It is the bookish thing to do, of course. Now, along with Tashonda Whitaker's novel, we also are giving away two other novels during the month of August. One being my newest psychological thriller, which just released. The official date was August the 3rd, Deadliest Intuition. It's a paranormal psychological thriller that adds in a bit of romance and paranormal to the mix. So definitely check it out. Now, the other novel that we are spotlighting this month is Never Again No More by author Untamed. I actually posted a video synopsis on my timeline yesterday. So you can actually check that one out. When you see the clear blue water, you know it's the synopsis for this baby here. So look forward to that, because the book giveaway for this book is actually this week. Now, I wanted to tell you guys, that's why I wanted to keep my book up here. Please do not forget to vote in the LCA 21 awards. If you go to Facebook, you can put LCA 21 in all capital letters, and you can vote for the best books, your favorite books. And it just so happens that, you can also go to my literary page, E-Ray Taronic, and you can vote there as well, because I have it posted there. Deadliest Intuition has been nominated for Best Plot Twist. I am so humbled and so honored to even be nominated. Thank you so much to that wonderful person that is, besides my angels and ancestors, that are working behind the scenes for me. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you to those of you who've already taken the time to vote for Deadliest Intuition. I love you guys, and thank you for everyone who intends on voting for Deadliest Intuition. But definitely hop on there and put your votes in. Now, on Clubhouse, Diamond's World, Diane Rambert will be back on August 29th with author Quan to discuss Animal 5. In the meantime, you can continue to check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting. It's where authors give you their impromptu freestyles according to a subject of the ladies' choosing. If you'd like to participate in Freestyle Friday as an artist, contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. If you go back to last Friday's, a couple of days ago, I actually featured in that freestyle. So you can go there and check it out. Now, this week is the last week for the Sun in Leo. This is the last week in its home sign. This is his last week completely and utterly exalted, okay? At the same time, Venus comes home to Libra, because Venus is Libra, one of Libra's, is Libra's ruling sign. So it comes back to where it is at its best, okay? If you have any placements within 3 degrees of the degree that I mentioned, please add and subtract accordingly. This is going to aspect you more heavily, okay? So whenever I give you the degree, just add 3 or take away 3, and that'll help you to know if this is going to be strong for you or not. On August the 15th, today, the sun is in Leo at 23 degrees. It's squaring the moon in Scorpio at 23 degrees. So this is your area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things that you're passionate about. It's being squared by your friends, your goals, and your social groups, okay? Something there is misaligned. Try to manage your ups and downs. You can find that you're quite moody today. You know, I just saw 444 on the clock too. Look that angel number up, because that's a message for you. Don't let setbacks get you down. There are opportunities out there, even where you would, least expect them, okay? So be mindful of that. Now on Monday, August the 16th, the sun is in Leo at 24 degrees. That's a day you want to stay on task. You need to be diligent to accomplish your goals with your shared finances, endings, new beginnings, sex, intimacy, death, things you're passionate about. Okay? Patience is key. Knowledge is power. Okay? Mercury is square Ceres that day in the North Node in Gemini, as well as the South Node in Sagittarius. So there's a clash in communication between career, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, as well as money and resources. Maybe your money and resources you're making in career, you get bad news. Maybe you're not going to get paid as much as you were going to get paid. Maybe it's going to cost you or exhaust your resources one day, dealing with someone that you're of service to, or dealing with someone that you work with, or that you're helping out in health. You're exhausting your resources, but some type of communication is going to come in and it's going to have those off. Okay? Now, also on Monday, that's the same day that Venus goes over into Libra at 0 degree. Okay, be mindful of how willing you're going to protect close friends and family members. Okay, you don't want to get into an altercation because of your dedication to them. And with Venus there, you don't want to use money to express love. Now Libra is your area of career, so this is getting into it with people in career. You don't want to do that. Also, don't exhaust your money because you might be taken advantage of. All right. Now, let's talk about what Libra is going to bring to you. Venus is going to bring to you while it's in the sector of Libra. It being in the sector of Libra, for you, like I said, is career. Venus is coming to your career. It's ushering in the goodness to your career, the finances to your career, the romance to your career, pleasurable times to your career, and who you are, as a person. All right. So, that being said, as far as the blessings you receive in career, they're going to have to do with monetary resources. Okay. They're going to have to do with personal finances. So you're going to have blessings coming in while Venus is in Libra, starting at 0 degree. That's where it's starting at. So the people that will be affected Monday are probably between 0 and 3 degrees. Look to see where you have Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your chart. And that's how you'll know, as it's coming across those nodes starting at 0, when it's going to get to you, when you're going to start feeling that blessing. When it gets around 3 degrees within reach of yours, that's when you'll start feeling those aspects. That's when those blessings will start coming into you, those monetary blessings. Now, as far as the assistance aspect in you, that's coming from behind the scenes. Okay, it's coming from behind the scenes, and it has to do with your shared finances. It has to do with sex, intimacy, things that you're passionate about, a rebirth in some area that could very likely be shared finances behind the scenes, being assisted with them, some type of assistance through career coming your way. So you can also generate shared finances with someone in career, be offered it, or you can also get a secret that assists you in career. Okay, both of those are aspecting you. It's aspecting Sagittarius where the South Node is, so it could be low vibe, something low vibe, some gossip you hear or something like that. So be advisable with that, because it squares your area of being critical of others. So, just be mindful of the assistance that's coming in, because it is coming from the South Node in Sagittarius. Now, if you have any, as far as the friction, it's helping overall. Where you normally have friction in relationships, as far as career with people, Venus is coming there to usher in the goodness to some of those. Okay, so it's going to cool off that area with some pleasurable times, maybe even romance, depending on if you mess with somebody at work or whatever the case may be. And even finances between your relationships, maybe even relationships that you don't normally vibe with all the time. Okay, so be mindful of that. You've got that coming to you for the next 30 days starting on Monday. Now on Tuesday, this is a single transit. The sun is in Leo at 25 degrees. There are always people behind the scenes who mean to stifle or undermine you as it pertains to your shared finances, things you're passionate about, endings and new beginnings that you're trying to have, even with sex. You could find yourself exhausting your resources though. Okay, don't help them out by exhausting your resources. Be mindful also of traveling that day. Okay, so if you're traveling, I would say to see a friend, even to get a goal accomplished, or if you're traveling, yeah, with a romantic partner to go have fun, or go the creative partner, or even a child, you want to be mindful of traveling, especially near water that day on Tuesday, okay? At the same time on Tuesday, your area of shared finances is getting some type of healing ushered into it through home and family. Okay, something you're passionate about through home and family. Maybe you do something gluttonous to, you know, help the family. Okay, oh, let's order some pizza, and all the kids are happy, something like that. But something heals your area of things you're passionate about. And it could be shared finances healing that area as well, on Tuesday. All right, so just be mindful of that. That actually might be why you have someone trying to stifle or undermine you, because you have that goodness that comes into you, and maybe they're upset about it. But anyway, on Wednesday, August the 18th, the sun is in Leo at 26 degrees. Please mind your temper on that day, okay? Because things can go way too far, further than you'd like. Due to the fact that Aquarius, Jupiter in Aquarius is semi-square Chiron in Aries. So that's going to be your money and resources squaring home and family. Your image might be tarnished because you might feel like you're going to go overboard with the finances. All right. And then your image could be tarnished in home and family, the pleasures afforded you in life. If you're going overboard with the pleasures afforded you in life, at work, the esteem you've built up among peers, if you're using that, being over boisterous or overzealous, even with friends, family members, or colleagues, you could tarnish your image. People could feel like you're a bad sport, or you're just, arrogant. Overindulgence in all forms is frowned upon on Wednesday, because your rise could be as quick as your fall, or your fall could be as quick as your rise. What's gained can be lost for some on Wednesday, especially if you have those aspects. You want to really look and see if you're around those angles. Now, on Thursday, the sun is at Leo at 27 degrees. Find balance where at all possible. And that might very well be likely for you, where you can find balance because the sun is at a favorable aspect. The only thing is that Mercury is going to come conjunct with Mars in Virgo, and that's your sector of what you think and what you preach, long distance travel and things like that. Communication, something with communication, and some type of challenges are going to come in, or you're going to have to put a lot of energy into speaking, or getting your word out, or getting your product out, or traveling at a long distance. If you're trying to travel somewhere, communication could come in that it's going to be you could get criticized from someone at a distance from you too. But you can see some type of snags and delays to skills and communication overall, even with travel, work, just misunderstandings, snags, and delays, okay? Try not to be too critical of others as well with what you think and what you preach. At the same time as all of that's going on Thursday, Uranus is also going retrograde in Taurus at 14 degrees. This trines your sign, okay? So you want to look to where you are at Capricorn, which degree you are, because when it gets close to that 14 and it's going backwards, if it's from 14 to 0, you can look and see kind of when that's going to aspect you. Shocks and surprises from the past are coming back, and they have to do with our worth, our personal finances, as well as your romance, creative endeavors, and children. All right, that's the area that's going retrograde. Romantic partners from the past coming back. Shocks and surprises with romantic partners you have now coming back that were from the past. Shocks and surprises with kids coming back up again. Shocks and surprises during your creative works, coming back from the past, okay? So let's talk about what could be squaring those, what could be bringing you opportunities, and what could be bringing you blessings as it pertains to those while it's going retrograde. This is more than a one-day transit, obviously. Now, it's trining you directly, your soul, you at a soul level, okay, who you are as a person. It's also trining what you think and what you preach, okay? Long distance travel, education, and skills. So from somebody could come back and visit you from the past, coming from a long distance. It could even be a lover. It could be opportunities. No, we're not going to get into the opportunities yet. You could be traveling to see someone you haven't seen in a long time, period, and it shocks you, the person who it is, whether it's a romantic partner, a child, or someone you're in a creative endeavor with. Maybe something comes up and you're highlighted for one of your past work endeavors, or a work endeavor that you've already done or already finished. It comes back, and surprisingly you receive some type of blessing because of it. Now, if it's assistance and opportunities for romance, creative endeavors, and children, that's going to have to do with communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people. So people from the past could come back and try to be in relationships with you. People from your old neighborhood, people from your networks of people that you didn't even think liked you. They could come and offer you to take you out on a date or something like that. You could also have relationships. You could be forging new creative relation, or old past creative relationships could come back in the fold, and you could get opportunities offered to you for them. Past offers as far as with children could come back into the fold, and that could be some type of assistance through partnerships with kids, like old child support, old back due bills that are owed to you for your kids could come in, and it could surprise you because you weren't even expecting to get it or expecting it to come in. Let's see. As far as the friction, it's going to be monetary. It's all monetary. Old bills popping up, your bills, your family's bills, your lover's bills, your kids' bills, things you're passionate about, affecting your finances. It directly squares your finances on both ends. Now, where you have your personal finances, I wouldn't worry too much because Jupiter's there as well. So you're going to make money. You have luck there. But as far as your shared finances, those could see surprising delays. Those could see bills crop up from the past that you have to pay and things like that. All right. So you're going to have to expect that while that's retrograde, all of those different things. Now on Friday is a wonderful day. Okay. Number one, the sun is at 28 degrees, 28 degrees Leo. It's directly opposing Aquarius. Okay, so that's where Jupiter is. Okay, so this is your sector of shared finances, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex, intimacy. It's directly shining upon resources or shared finance, resources or personal finances. So you're going to get some type of resources or shared finances is going to be illuminated to you, maybe even through shared finances. Okay, but it's going to be a way that you're going to be feeling very, very optimistic, but try not to be too self-centered or pushy or anything like that. All right. Now, not only is that blessing coming through if you're near that 28 degrees Leo, so that would be back to 25 all the way up to maybe Virgo at 2 degrees. Yeah. Yeah. Or a Virgo at 1 degree, 1 degree, 2 degree. Yeah. Anyway, Mercury in Virgo, your sector of what you think and what you preach, long distance travel, education, and skills, is also going to be trining Uranus and Taurus that day. So shocks with your romantic partner, shocks through creative endeavors, shocks with your children are going to come up, and it's going to bring you blessings as far as what you think and what you preach, or maybe even what you think and what you preach brought blessings. Or maybe your kids submitted something. Oh, I got into this college, I got into this school, or I got an A on this assignment. It could be whatever, some type of blessing is going to come, but it's through what you think and what you preach, and it's coming shining directly on your loved ones. All right, and your creative endeavors. So it can have to do with your creative endeavors. Also, the moon in Aquarius is conjunct Saturn trine Venus in Libra, okay, as well as Ceres in the North Node in Gemini, okay. So we got Ceres in the North Node in Gemini, win-win situations, pushing you towards your highest aspirations as it pertains to work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to other people, trining your finances, trining your resources, okay? So that's you gathering some type of resources, some type of blessing in money or resources through work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. And it pushes you towards your North Node, whether it's a resource or whether it's actual material money. It has to do with career as well. Those are the areas that are shining that day. So you could be making money or just gathering a very, very valuable resource on Friday. On Saturday, the sun is in Leo at 29 degrees. Don't talk about it, be about it. In other words, don't sit around complaining. You want to take a grounded approach to your plans and make sure they're sensible. The moon in Aquarius is going to be squaring Uranus and Taurus. So your money is going to be squaring romance, creative endeavors, and children on that day. Don't overspend, okay? Don't exhaust your resources. It won't solve any problems. And also try not to be too needy or act impulsively as it pertains to money or finances. All right? You got Jupiter there, so you should be okay, but just, be mindful, okay? Don't press your luck. Let's talk about your cards. Now listen. I had to pull in again, okay? Because number one, your base card for the week, I'm going to show it to you. It was the Five of Swords upside down. And that's about past resentment, exposure. Rather than admitting defeat, you might be clinging on to hope of a victory and be in denial about where things truly stand. You might be afraid to admit to past mistakes because you don't want to be criticized, but things are only likely to get worse if you continue down this vein. Okay, it might be a powerful blow to the ego, but it's best to own up to the mistakes you've made and admit where you've been betrayed or where you've betrayed. Now, that was your card that came out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and shuffle some more and get another bottom card because that was some heavy stuff. And on the other side of things, you might be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra because it's a sword sign. Okay. Now, under it, or when I shuffled again, I got this peace being restored after this melee or something that happened. Okay, it's the Six of Swords, so it's a transition and some type of peace restored after some type of commotion. Okay, this could have to do with a partnership, or it could have to do with a romantic partner. Either one, because you got the partnerships here as well. All right, but this is permeating your week. All right, so let's talk about, first of all, the first cards you have. The first card I brought out was the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is about security. It's about stability, okay, in your home, okay? And then you got the Star card behind it. So you're cultivating this. This is what you're bringing about. This is about hope, serenity, and wishing, okay? So this is what you're wishing for, stability in your home, security, being secure in your foundation, okay? You're quite frankly obsessed with it because your card came out. This is your obsession. Okay, you're obsessed with creating this to making sure that you're on to stable ground. Okay, and then you got the Emperor. Okay, you are definitely taking the stand, or you're taking the reins or the lead in being the person to create this, to water the earth around you, to create this stability in finances. Okay, for your family. Now, in addition to that, you've got some type of wind aspecting you. More is being illuminated now about this wind this week. It's either going to come to you from an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra, or it's going to come to you maybe hasty, fast, and it's about some type of creative endeavor or some collaborative endeavor because you got the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups talks about friendships, celebrations, community, creativity, even growth. A period of happiness and celebration. Okay, the three represents accomplishments and healing and a sense of correctedness and renewal. Okay, so something is going to be illuminated to you about this friendship or celebration, and it could come to you through an air sign person, or it could come to you quickly. It might even come out forcibly through an argument or something, and then something is figured out and illuminated, and then you got this wind card aspecting. Okay. Now, your last bunch of cards that you got were the Eight of Swords. This Eight of Swords is holding you in some type of self-imposed prison, okay? This is you holding yourself in a self-imposed prison. You might be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius rising or moon person, or this could just be you holding yourself in some type of self-imposed prison, okay? Now, this self-imposed prison has to do with a fling or a love or some type of partnership, some type of new friends that came back into the fold. not back into the fold, but some new friends that came into the fold, or some type of new relationship being offered to you. Maybe you're holding yourself in some type of self-imposed prison, not taking these new friendships for some reason, in some type of denial. You're holding yourself basically from the celebrations. Okay, why? And you got to look to find out, look at your intuition and look at why you're holding yourself from this partnership, why you're keeping yourself in some type of self-imposed prison, either within this partnership or because of this partnership. Okay, that's what's aspecting you this week, Capricorn. Thank you so much. God bless you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.